What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have two officers killed and one injured in a shooting in Port Punka. What in the world happened? Before we dive in, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and let's figure out what is going on.
Victoria Police is mourning two of its own tonight. The officers ambushed and shot dead as they arrived to serve a warrant at a remote property in the high country. The accused gunman, Desi Freeman, a known sovereign citizen, fled into the surrounding bush with his wife and children as hostages. And more than 7 hours on, is still on the run, plunging Port Punka into lockdown. Our team of reporters has the very latest on this rapidly developing story from key locations. Mimi Becker begins our coverage.
The frantic search for an active shooter in Victoria's Alpine region. Desi Freeman, a so-called sovereign citizen, on the run after allegedly shooting two police officers dead and wounding a third.
The two deceased officers are still at the scene. A third officer was seriously injured and is currently in surgery in hospital.
Their colleagues man roadblocks wearing bulletproof vests as the force is rocked by double murder on the front line.
The Police Minister and I have been briefed by the Chief Commissioner of Victoria Police, and this situation remains active.
The officers' urgent call for help came just after 10:30 this morning. A team of 10 police had gone to Freeman's property to execute a warrant. That's when police claim the father of two, who lives on a bus, launched his deadly ambush.
There is grave concern for some of the police officers who are involved.
9 News understands guns were stolen from those slain officers. Freeman is believed to have taken family members, including children, with him as he fled from police. Local council buildings and the primary school were plunged into lockdown and a full-scale search launched. The town of Port Punka.
What the F is wrong with this man, bro? Like, what's wrong?
With a population of just 1,000, on edge and unsafe.
We got into classrooms really quickly, drew down our blinds, locked doors, and just made sure that everyone was accounted for.
It's just the kind of thing you don't expect it to happen. But just very thankful to the school.
They said, all your workers, put them somewhere safe. You need to take all the keys out your car, make sure everything's locked. And you need to stay inside your property.
Believed to be a member of a radical group that follows conspiracy theories, Desi Freeman was arrested during a protest outside a regional court in 2021.
Everyone knows that these scumbags are butthurt because they're obsessed with power.
And spoke to a current affair in 2018, furious about his noisy neighbours.
It is full-out war, and they are the instigators of it.
Tonight, here's a fugitive who's the focus of swarms of police, determined to catch the man believed to have killed two of their own.
We hold our police in the highest regard. They serve with courage, compassion and dedication, and their loss is felt profoundly across our region.
We will do everything.
Definitely condolences to the family members of those lost officers. And it's just a profession that a lot of people don't understand the risk in it, don't understand the danger that these officers are going through every day to help and keep everybody safe and keep everybody protected. And I know police officers get a lot of hate, and some of them for good reason, but the good that they do, right? You can't discount that. And these guys absolutely did not deserve to lose their life, and their loved ones did not deserve to lose a family member. And so I definitely take my hat off to everybody who joins the police business. Know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing it with good intentions to try to protect and serve, I tip my hat off to you, because you guys really are like absolutely amazing for the danger you put yourself in and the job you do. You guys are phenomenal. This news is genuinely disturbing.
To bring this person into custody so that your community is safe.
And the Chief Commissioner who you just saw there, Mike Bush, is providing an update on this unfolding situation from Wangaratta. Let's hear from him now.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. The word tragic doesn't begin to describe what occurred today in our community with Paul Punker. The community and the police family are grieving tonight. I'd like to share some details with you. Firstly, I want to acknowledge our fine and brave officers that lost their lives today in the line of duty. One of those officers was a 59-year-old detective, another officer, a 35-year-old senior constable. One of our other good officers was a detective. He has been shot and is currently in surgery, being treated. His injuries are not life-threatening. In terms of the current situation, the suspect for this horrific event is still at large. We believe he is armed. We have deployed every specialist resource into this area to locate him. It is our priority. Our priority is to arrest him, to ensure that he's held to account for the actions, but also very much to bring safety and security to this community. We have hundreds of police resources assigned to this very important task. I would like to ensure the community that we're doing every effort. I do ask members of the community to stay indoors, take care of themselves. If you see anything or hear anything that concerns you, please ring us at the local station, 000 or Crime Stoppers. I would like to talk to the police family and the loved ones.
It's just scary. And the fact that he killed a police officer, bro. You get caught, you're going to face justice and some. You're going to face justice and some. It's definitely going to be an issue. But I don't know how he's able to remain, because I'm seeing all the blockades, all these things they got up. I don't see him being able to remain at large for much longer. Expect 2 officers, yeah, bro, they're going to get you. You're not going to escape this. You're going to get got and you're going to face justice, deservedly so. That's absolutely horrifying. For these officers, for their families, it's just, why?
Of our lost and fallen officers, myself and every member of Victoria Police are with you at this moment. Our hearts go out to you. We thank those courageous officers. In fact, we thank every police officer who comes to work every day to keep their communities safe, knowing that these things can and do occur. So we are with our officers every step of the way. And we will do everything to look after the families of those officers. I have received messages from all my Commissioner colleagues across Australia who feel this as much as we do. And they send their support and love and offer every assistance also. I will remain here to answer some questions, but I would now like to hand over to Mr. Wayne Gatt, who is the head of the Police Association. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Chief Commissioner. I'd like to thank the Chief Commissioner for his leadership and his support. Our immediate thoughts are obviously with the loved ones and the families of our fallen officers who were murdered today. Police stations have fallen silent in Victoria. When we were first notified, there's a shocking and eerie feeling of dread.
I can imagine.
Indeed, a sense of not knowing what to do, and that's something that's being echoed in every police station across this state right now. Indeed, as we're having this press conference here today, thousands of police at home, in police stations, in mess rooms, in muster rooms will be watching this. And I want to say to those people, there are members of the police force, family here, members of the police association standing with your colleagues, supporting those colleagues. It's important for you to understand if you're out in the field, and I do want to acknowledge that we still have hundreds of our members putting themselves in danger right as we speak in an attempt to conclude this situation. Our members today paid the ultimate price for protecting the community. It's the price that is often in the back of our minds, something we try to keep there as much as we can. Sadly, on days like this, it comes to the surface, it comes out. In fact, it's too clear. Police officers today across the state will go home. They'll crash at that point. At the moment, they're busy doing their job, trying to keep things going and trying to resolve this situation. But when they're in the quiet and silence of their homes, they will crash. They will have to deal with the loss of their colleagues, and they'll hug their loved ones a little tighter, something, sadly, 2 of our members tonight will have missed the opportunity to do forever. Thank you.
Okay, we are.
Something 2 of our members, unfortunately, will not be able to do. It's just, like, life is just so valuable, and like taking that, stealing that from someone, as we know, is the worst thing and the worst crime that you can commit. Stealing someone's future, stealing a loved one from a family. To me, that's just unforgivable, man.
Are going to leave that press conference in Wangaratta there, the Chief Commissioner revealing that one of the officers killed was a 59-year-old detective and the other a 35-year-old senior constable, while the third officer is a detective and is in surgery, but the injuries are not life-threatening. The suspect, in the meantime, is still at large and is armed, as Mike Bush said, so the message to the local community remains to stay indoors. Let's go to Mimi Becker now, who joins us from Pawnpukka. Mimi, this is just an incredibly sad day, of course, for Victoria Police, but also for the community there. Just tell us what's happening with the search for the accused gunman.
Well, Alicia, the community is on edge and they're feeling unsettled. You just mentioned there that Victoria Police have reminded the community that the gunman is still on the run. In fact, they've just sent out text messages to everyone in the area in the last 10 minutes or so, reminding them to stay at home and to try and limit their movements as this armed offender, Desi Freeman, is on the run. New South Wales Police have now joined the search effort and things are ramping up despite it getting dark. You can still hear the Victoria Police hovering, the helicopter hovering over in the hills as officers prepare for what could be a long night ahead. They are setting up marquees and floodlights, and it is beginning to rain, so they are facing tough conditions in this search. But as you just heard from the Chief Commissioner, they are throwing every resource at this, Alicia.
OK, Mimi, thank you. Well, let's go to Brett McLeod now, who joins us from the Police Memorial in St Kilda Road. Brett, today marks another dark chapter in the Force's history.
I think today many people, not only Victoria Police but around Victoria, would have cast their minds back to other times when we lost multiple police officers in one terrible moment, in particular on the Eastern Freeway at the start of COVID when 4 police officers died in that terrible tragedy. But also earlier, the Silk Miller murders and the murders of Constables Dine and Eyre in the Wall Street killings. Now, today there are still many questions unknown. We do know that there are some similarities to what's happened in Tasmania and Queensland in more recent years when police officers were killed serving warrants in more remote rural areas. As more questions come to light, we will see more flowers like we have here today at the memorial. Expect many more to arrive by tomorrow. And one sad certainty about what's happened today is that in the future we will see 2 more names added to this police memorial. Alicia.
Very sad indeed, Brett. Thank you.
That's just absolutely tragic. I'm sorry to the families of those police officers, to the communities of those police officers. I'm not sure who I don't know who these guys were, but I'm sure that they were loved. I'm sure that they were respectable. I'm sure that they were honorable. And I'm sure that they're both a great loss. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.